If you're having trouble with mathematics, numbers getting problematic, don't you panic. Check MathWiz, the best math tutor on the planet. From fraction to algebra, simple maths. Add up some trigonometry into that. Learning math is fun with MathWiz, and that's a fact. We're rooting for you.
Hey there, welcome back to MathWiz Academy. I hope if this is your first time that you're going to enjoy today's video. If you're new here, let me just explain. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about the prerequisite topics that are needed to do these past papers. Today we're looking at the factorization questions, and specifically those that we would call here at MathWiz Academy type 1, which, really and truly, if you go to school, it's the one where you use the highest common factor. So if it is that you have a problem finding the highest common factor, we would suggest you go ahead and watch the video using the link that is appearing right now. Then you also want to fix up your algebra in terms of like multiplying and dividing, your numbers and your letters, just to ensure that all of that is covered. Again, if you're having a problem, you can go ahead and click the link. And then the last thing I believe you would need before you're able to attempt these questions confidently would be our factorization video. As I said, here at MathWiz Academy, I've split it up into type 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is what I would consider type 1, which is using the highest common factor. So provided you have gone through all those things and you've mastered it and you are good to go, then I do believe you are ready for today's lesson. For those persons who are returning, welcome back. Okay, so for today's past paper, we are going to be going through May 2011, and it is question 2C, part I. So the question reads xy cubed plus x squared y. All right, so for this now, whenever there are no numbers, you can just go ahead and just factorize the letters. So if you want examples where we're factorizing with the terms having numbers, you can maybe go ahead and check out one of the other videos that we have posted, right? So the HCF of, I'm just going to go in for the letters right away. So x and x squared is going to be x. The HCF for y cubed and y is going to be y, right? So for those persons who have not watched the video in terms of how to factorize using the MathWiz method, then it means that, I'll just kind of briefly say that you choose whichever one is smaller, right? So we have x and x squared. Of course, this is like x to the 1, so that's why I chose x. Then we have x cubed and y, which is y to the 1, so that's why I chose y. So you just choose a smaller one. All right, so now that I know what goes on the outside of the bracket, remember that's the highest common factor, now I need to figure out what goes in the bracket. So I take the first term, which is xy cubed, and I'm going to put it over the HCF, which is x times y. All right, so the x's cancel, the y's cancel, and what is left over is y times y, which is y squared. We then put our plus, and then we go for the second term, which is x squared y. And that is over xy. So this will be x times y over x times y. So the x's cancel, the y's cancel, and what's left over is x. So your answer for this question, how to factorize xy cubed plus x squared y, is going to be xy open bracket y squared plus x. Now, provided you have mastered that question, you can move on to our second question for this video, which is going to be January 2008. And it reads, so let's go through that. So we have January 2008, and this is question 2B part I. All right, so the question is x squared minus xy. And of course, it's the same type where there are no numbers, so we just go ahead and factorize the letters. So the HCF of x squared and x is going to be x, and the HCF of no y and y is going to be y, right? So meaning no y. So because we don't have a y being common to both, there will be no y's on the outside. So we take the first term, which is x squared, and we say put that over the HCF. So we have x times x over x. So you go ahead and you cancel, and what's left back is x. Then we take the minus and we put it back. We take the second term, which is xy, and we put it over x, which is going to be x times y over x. So the x's cancel, and what's left over is y. So your answer for this question would be x, open bracket, x minus y. All right, so I do hope you found that video useful. Be sure to like, share with friends, share with students who are doing the exam. It's really important, that we just support each other. Even if you're not doing the exam right now and you're just using the videos to prepare, I do hope it was helpful, and we just continue to encourage each other in the space. I always tell you that I am rooting for you. Be sure that, you can go over the videos at your own pace. So just don't feel rushed. Just be encouraged, and I'll see you in the next video.